welcome to the final of Accumulate.
Yay!
Beside me are two teams that want to get their grubby little mitts on £90. Woo! So here's £90 that one team will win at the end of this show. But which will it be? We've seen them twice before. Let's meet the smoking hot team for the third and possibly final time.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I'm a second year PhD student in meteorology and I like canoeing.
Hi, I'm Lizzie. I'm a third year philosophy student and I've got odd socks on.
Hello, I'm Kerry. I'm a third year PhD student in psychology and I like juggling.
I like juggling too. I'm not very good at it, but there we go. Not a Clue is captained by David.
Hi, hello, I'm David. I'm a final year computer science student and I try to do too much.
Hi, I'm Chloe. I'm a third year philosophy student and I'm 21 in less than 2 weeks.
I'm Matt, I'm a third year law student and I almost got hit by a cyclist on the way here.
But not close enough.
No, not enough to stop me.
It's time for round one, the accumulator. 5 questions in the accumulator. Number 1's worth 1, number 2's worth 2, and so on and so forth. In the coin toss before we started the show, not a clue lost, so you lose, you choose. You get a choice of 2 categories. The categories are Knowles or House Party. Knowles or House Party?
House party.
You're going for a party. Okay. Something in the question or answer will relate to a room of a house. Who's getting the 1 point question?
Me.
Chloe, for 1 point. What is the combined name of the waterworks and electric company in Monopoly? Monopoly.
Utility.
Yep, the utility companies. Utilities are in the house. 2 points, Matt. Which city has the Royal Crescent and was also known as Aquae Sulis in Roman times? Bath is correct. Bathroom. 3 for 3 points. What is the title, Dave, of the first Sherlock Holmes story?
Don't know.
Tricky one. A Study in Scarlet. These are for the team. Question 4. Who was on the World War I recruitment poster asking Britons to join your country's army?
I can't remember his name.
Something to do with the room. Any name to do with the room.
No, I don't know.
I don't think you're going to get it. Lord Kitchener.
Ah.
Lord Kitchener. And finally for 5. Who played Inspector Clouseau in the original Pink Panther series of films?
Oh, I know.
Go on then.
I can't remember.
I'm going to hurry you.
Say something?
No, I've gone.
No, Peter Sellers.
Oh.
Peter Sellers.
Damn it.
So well done. We now move over to Smoking Hot. So you've got Noels, or Noels, things relating to Christmas in this festive edition of Accumulate. So for 1 point, Lizzie, who has appeared on the game show Countdown the most often?
As a contestant.
No, so I'm going to have to hurry you, but they weren't a contestant. It's 1 point. Carol Vorderman. Christmas Carol Vorderman. For 2 points, Kerry. Nap, Newmarket and Canasta are all type of what?
Card games.
Yes, cards. Christmas cards. Ruth, what term is given to getting 3 strikes in a row in a game of bowling?
Turkey.
Correct, Christmas turkey. Ever got a turkey?
No, Dan, have you?
I have actually, in bowling, as well as food. And for the team, for 4 points, which Tchaikovsky ballet features the dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy?
The Nutcracker.
Correct. And for 5 points, Harrison Ford played Jack Ryan in Patriot Games, and which other film? No idea? No. Clear and Present Danger. Christmas present. Ah. Let's see what that's done to the scores. This is all about threes. There are 3 rounds left. Not a Clue have 3 points. And Smoking Hot have 3 squared. There are 9.
Yay.
So it's time for round 2, which is nothing to do with 3. Speculate to accumulate. Time to speculate to accumulate. I'll be giving the teams a list of 6 items, and they have to work out first of all which one's the red herring, and then put the other 5 in order. They'll get 1 point for the first in its correct place, 2 for the second, and so on and so forth. Now there's a choice of 2 categories that Not a Clue will have to choose between because you are losing, so you are choosing. So your category choices are Head of State or Head of Security.
What do you like? I like the sound of security.
Really?
Me too.
Okay.
Head of security, please.
You want a safe, comfortable feeling. Prepare for a shock.
I don't really like these.
You're telling me?
You go.
Well, you asked for them. Starting with the most common, please, can you put these internet passwords in order of their estimated usage? This is according to a survey done for PC Magazine. So you've got 45 seconds, the most common here, red herring at that end, and your 45 seconds starts now.
I reckon password
is the
is
most
the
common.
most common.
It is.
QWERTY is quite common as well.
Which one do you think is a red herring there?
I
Do
don't
you
know.
think lemon or monkey?
Or maybe username.
Could it even be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
I reckon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a password.
Yeah.
That'll be quite high.
Well,
of
okay,
these
well,
three.
username is probably the red herring.
Okay.
Because
What do you want to
no
have?
one-
Let mine, monkey, and. Or
Or
maybe
that.
this is. I don't know, that might be red herring. Which one?
I don't know.
I'm gonna guess that's a red herring.
So you look.
So, okay, have we got
Ten.
this order right?
Are you okay with this?
I don't know.
Right, put red herring in.
It goes at that end.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Is that the most common?
Well, is that
I'm
what
saying
you
that's the
think
most common. Yeah.
Time. If you can just straighten them up a little bit, please.
Sorry.
You have to be neat on this show.
Ah.
So what have you put as your red herring?
Username?
Username is the red herring, so that's a good start. What have you got as your most common password out of those 5? Password is indeed the most common out of those 5. It's actually the second most common. I'll tell you what is the most common in a moment. Next.
QWERTY.
It's not, it's let me in, apparently. Next.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, that is correct. That is in the right place. Next.
Monkey.
It's actually QWERTY next. And then,
Let me in.
well, it's monkey. So password is actually second overall in the list. Let me in fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is fifth. QWERTY sixth. Monkey eighth. The other top 10 are 1, 2, 3 is apparently top. Third is Liverpool. Fourth, seventh is Charlie. Ninth is Arsenal. And 10th is whatever your first name tends to be. But congratulations, you got some points. This leaves you, Team Smoking Hot, with head of state. So please, starting with the earliest, put these presidents of the United States in order of their presidencies. Remember, one item does not belong to the list. And your 45 seconds starts now.
I'm sure that's first. Are you sure it's Garfield?
Yeah.
Grant, I don't know who Grant is. Herbert Hoover was the head of the FBI. But I don't know if he was the president. Benjamin Franklin was really.
Oh, right, yeah. That's not his birthday.
No, I don't
I
think
was
so.
born in America.
Grant, I don't know who Grant is.
Paper, please.
Isn't it that? Leave it go that way. I think Hoover might be. You sure Garfield?
Yeah.
You sure?
10 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, happy. You sure we're still working right now?
Time. Okay, so what have you put as your red herring?
We have gone.
Garfield, lovable orange cat, also a president of the US.
There's also on my t-shirt today, though.
Ah, so it is. If only I'd known that beforehand. Okay, so what have you put as the first president?
Washington,
He was the first president of the US, that's a good start. Next,
Lincoln,
he was the 16th and the next in the list, correct.
Franklin.
There was never a president called Franklin. There was a Franklin Roosevelt, and Benjamin Franklin was never a president. No,
Okay.
sneaky. So sorry about that. It was actually Grant that should have gone there. What have you got next?
Grant.
There you go. And that should have been Garfield. But what have you got next?
Hoover.
Hoover is correct, so that gives you 6 points. How has that changed the scores at the end of round 2? There's just 2 rounds to go. I'm on the edge of my seat, but luckily there is not a camera angle to reflect this. Not a Clue are on 6 points, while Smoking Hot are on 15.
Yay.
They're doing the most accumulating at the moment. Let's see how they do on the Accumula Tower. The Accumula Tower, where the teams have to build a tower as high as possible in 90 seconds by answering general knowledge questions correctly, and then building an extra layer of the tower each time they get one right. They get 1 point for the first layer, 2 points for the second, and so on and so forth. They can build up to 2 towers at any one time if they're not sure that they might think they might tumble one over, but never mind. Not a Clue are going first because you are currently not leading. So, are you ready for your 90 seconds?
Yeah.
Best of luck. Your 90 seconds starts now. In Cockney rhyming slang, which part of the body are your bacon and eggs?
Eggs.
Correct. Who played Rachel in the US sitcom Friends?
Jennifer Aniston.
She did indeed. In which field sport do you gain points by throwing a small ball into a goal with a netted stick?
Hockey.
Lacrosse, I will accept. Just
Nice.
ahead. What D is the common name given to the extinct flightless bird of Mauritius? Yes. Or anything you like, it can't hear you. 4 layers on. Warsaw is the capital of which country?
Poland.
It is. SN is the chemical symbol of which element?
Pass.
It's tin. What star sign would you be if you were born on the 13th of November?
Sagittarius.
No, you'd be Scorpio. Mrs. Slocum often talked about her cat in which UK sitcom? Mrs. Slocum. Are you being served? What type of animal is Tony, the mascot of the Frosty cereal?
The tiger.
Yes, finally build another layer. Starting a new tower? Fair enough. The song The Eye of the Tiger was used in Rocky 3 by which rock group? 5 seconds.
Pass.
Survivor. In which country will the 2010 FIFA World Cup take place? South Africa. Africa is a continent. But 2 towers, 1 of 5, 1 of 1. That gives you 16 points. Smoking hot. You were literally smoking in the semi-final with your towers. You managed to use all 10 cups and plates. Can you do it a second time? Let's find out. Your 90 seconds starts now. Where are you most likely to come across the Dewey Decimal System?
In a library.
You are. Ooh, 500. That's maths and science. What is the SI unit of time? I'll let
Seconds.
you readjust that. Seconds is correct. Post-it notes are traditionally what
Yes.
colour? Well interrupted. What comes next in this sequence? 20, 40, 80, 160?
320.
Correct. Doubles each time. In which decade was the first parking meter installed in London? The 1930s or the 1950s?
30s.
50s, never mind. The German word Nase refers to which part of the body?
Nose.
Yes, it does. Ich habe eine große Nase. In banking, what does PIN stand for?
Personal identification number.
Don't you just hate it when people say PIN number?
Indeed.
In which country was air conditioning invented? The US, Italy, or Iceland?
US.
Yes. If you just said Iceland, I would have been very confused. Complete this rhyming phrase. Red sky at night.
Shepherds delight.
Indeed. Doing well again. Which UK actor is famous for playing Mr. Bean?
Rowan Atkinson.
Yes. New York, New York. The Venetian and the Bellagio are all famous what located in Las Vegas? Sorry?
Hotel. Casino.
Casinos, oh, yep.
That's one other thing.
And that last lap was just in time. How on earth did you do it again? Another, using all, 30 points. There's just 10 questions left in this season of Accumulate. Oh well, the scores. Not a Clue are on 22, but Smoking Hot are storming into the lead with 45.
Yay.
Can they be stopped? Let's find out. It's the Super Accumulator. So, the final 10 questions. It is a momentous occasion. 10 questions. The first one's worth 1, the second one's worth 2, and so on and so forth. They buzz in. If they get it right, they get those points. But remember, teams, buzz and get it wrong, you lose those points. And then offer it over to the other team. And if they get it wrong, they also will lose points. So be very careful about giving a wrong answer. So the winning team at the end of this will win £90 if you play your cards right. Or should I say, play your chords right. As this round is themed about musical instruments. Something in the question or answer relates to a musical instrument. You ready? Fingers on buzzers. What brand of ice cream is noted for changing the lyrics of O Sole Mio? Just one. Gary.
Cornetto.
Cornetto is correct. Both a cornet and a cornetto are actually instruments. 2 for 2 points. Jonathan Ross and Russell Brand got into trouble for calling up which elderly actor? Matt.
Andrew Sachs.
Andrew Sachs is correct. Saxophone. Which common PostScript computer font is notable for including the Greek alphabet, some mathematical notation, and the images of card suits, but no normal letters? Anyone? David.
Wingdings?
Wingdings is incorrect. You lose 3 points. The answer is symbol. Symbols. In geography, for 4 points, what term is given to the rounded hills left behind by glaciers that point downstream of the glacier's movement? No geographers here? Those are drumlins. Question 5 for 5 points. In which American sport do fans walk around the stands during the 7th inning stretch? Kerry.
Baseball.
Baseball is correct, bass being the instrument. 5 questions to go. 6 for 6 points. What word describes a person who looks after a house or a baby while others are away? Or an easy shot in golf? Ruth.
Sitter.
Yes, sitar. Oh, they're good now. What Jim Carrey film, for 7 points, sees him in 1997 forced to tell the truth for a day? Chloe.
Liar.
Liar. I will accept liar. For 8 points, such as methane, propane, and butane. What term is given to the group of chemical compounds whose molecules contain carbon? No chemistry students here. Organic compounds, organ. 9 points. In bridge, how do you take an ace of a non-contract suit? Matt?
Trumpet.
You do trumpet, well done, awesome. Question 10 for 10 points. Which ferry company operates the flagship Pride of Rotterdam between Hull and Europort, Rotterdam, and Prides of Dover and Calais between those two ports? Anyone? Piano ferries. And that is the last question. That's the end of the finger buzzing action. Let's see who's won £90 and who has won a slightly less astounding prize. Let's start with Smoking Hot. You scored 57 points. Very well done.
Yeah.
But not a clue? Well, you only scored 37. I do apologise. Meaning this week's winners and this season's winners are Smoking Hot. We'll give you your prize in a second, but first, we don't want you to go away empty-handed. So here I've got these lovely wibbly-wobbly sausages that can fly off into the middle of nowhere. So,
Lovely, thank you.
yeah. And there's another one on the floor. Oh, I can't pick it up. Never mind, you'll have to pick it up later. Thank you very much for taking part in Bad Luck for losing in the final. I think you did very well.
Thank you.
You'll be back, will you?
Yes.
Like a bad rash. So, the winners, I think I've got here. Oh, here we are. Do you like some of this? £90. Here we go. £30 for Lizzie. £30 for Ruth.
Thank you.
And Kerry. And I will just shake the team captain's hand. Very well done. Round of applause for the winning team. If you want to take part in Accumulate, then you can apply by emailing accumulate@ruon.org. The address is on your screen, accumulate@ruon.org. And we hope to be hearing from you soon. So, from the losing team, not a clue, it's goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
From the winning team, and slightly richer, Smoking Hot,
Bye.
they're saying goodbye. And it's goodbye from me, I will see you Accumulator. Bye-bye.